Hi everybody, thanks for tuning in today for today's episode of GBTV Just In. I am Natalie, standing in for Dominique, but you might recognize our familiar faces here. We have Margaret, Miss Cindy, and Tracy. So, Margaret, do you want to start us off today and tell us about some of the Just In items that you were going to talk about?
Yes, I'm so excited. It's September. You may not know this, but in September, it's a huge publishing month. They're getting ready for fall releases. So there were a lot of Just In titles to choose from.
Good.
So what I decided to do this time, I picked some authors that everyone will know so they can get themselves right away on the holds list.
Perfect.
Okay. The first book I'm going to talk about, the author needs no introduction, but I will say his name anyway. Mr. Stephen King. You know Stephen King?
Might be familiar.
Yeah. His newest book, Fairy Tale, came out on September 6th, and it is already #1 on the New York Times bestseller list. So,
Of course.
yeah. At its heart, this is a story about a boy and his dog. 17-year-old Charlie befriends the neighborhood recluse to help take care of his dog Radar. But when the recluse suddenly dies and Charlie starts to hear strange sounds out of the backyard shed, he realizes he may have just inherited a portal to another world.
Okay.
So there was a good interview with Stephen King. He said that for this book, he reached into the far wall of his imagination. So what would that look like, the far wall of Stephen King's imagination?
I don't know. His imagination is already so vast.
So I guess if you want to read the book, get yourself on hold because it's building up right now. I think it'll be a wild ride.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So the next book, another well-known author. I'm sure this will be a bestseller. This one actually just came out a couple days ago on September 20th. It's Nicholas Sparks, and the book is called Dreamland. It has 2 points of view. The first one is Colby, who is a farmer who used to be a musician. And he decides to take a gig out in Florida where he meets the beautiful Morgan Lee. Then there is Beverly. She's on the run with her 6-year-old son trying to escape her abusive husband. You're going to be reading this and wondering, how are these two storylines going to intersect? And when they do, you won't have expected it at all. So I think it's a good one you'll want to pick up.
Okay. That sounds good.
Yes.
I know I've read some Nicholas Sparks in the past, so
Yeah.
I'd be open to that.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's a kind of romance in there, and
Of course.
some thrills. It's kind of he has a great formula. He's always a bestseller. So get yourself on that list now because it just came out. But there's still, I know that list is building.
Perfect.
All right. The next book is a well-known author, Agatha Christie.
Of course.
And you may not have thought that this would be on my list today because this book is called Marple, 12 New Mysteries. And how would you have seen this on this list today? Miss Marple was first published, can you believe it, in 1927. So how is there new Miss Marple mysteries? Well, it's 12 short stories, and they are written by 12 contemporary mystery authors today, like Ruth Ware, Jean Kwok, and they are just sharing these new stories that only Miss Marple can solve these mysteries. So
that's interesting.
That sounds good.
Booklist is giving it a starred review, so I think it's something people, mystery lovers or Miss Marple lovers or Agatha Christie lovers, will want to check it out. Take a look at that one too.
That sounds good.
Yeah. And besides being household names, there's something also that these authors all share. They started from somewhere, right? They all had to start with their own first published book. And it made me think Elgin is such a creative community, and we have so many local authors. I just wanted to give a shout out to our local author fair that we're having here. Our fall author fair is coming here Sunday, October 9th, and you can come here and meet these local authors, get some books signed, refreshments will be served, and you never know. You may be meeting the next Stephen King or Nicholas Sparks or even the new Agatha Christie. Who knows? So I think it will be a fun event that Sunday.
It definitely will. That's really exciting. There are going to be over 35 authors at that event. Definitely come and check that out.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for sharing these books and about the Authors Fair. Do you want to remind everybody where they can go to place a hold on these books if they haven't already gotten on the list?
Sure. If you haven't already gotten on the list for these books, make sure you go to the library's catalog. You can visit us at the webpage, www.gailborden.info.
And we're going to be sharing these book lists or these book links in the comments below. So if there's a specific one you have in mind, just click on it and place your hold. Perfect. Well, thanks again, Margaret.
Welcome.
And next we are going to go to Miss Cindy. Miss Cindy's got a couple items to share with us.
Well, ahoy, mateys.
Ahoy!
Thank you. This is the way sailors say hello, and you can find out all these interesting facts in this wonderful book that we have, Monsters in the Briny, a new book here at the Gail Borden Library by Lynn Becker. You can also find out this Monday also, I wanted to say, if anyone had missed it, it was Talk Like a Pirate Day.
Yeah.
So if you want to find out more about pirates and also about sea shanties. So sailors made up songs to help them with all the work they had to do on the ships. And also you can find out about that in this book, and you can also find out about some sea monsters. Who knows what a kraken is? Well, a kraken is a legendary beast that's often described, and it resembles a giant squid. It terrorized sailors the world over, but the most experienced lads and lassies know the way to win its heart is with tasty flapjacks, a good joke, and maybe even a song or two. So along with its many long tentacles, a kraken is very fond of hugs. So if you would like to check this book out, I hope you'll give us a call. You could call us up and ask us to hold it for you at the drive-up window. You could go to our catalog, as Margaret mentioned, and you put it on hold there. But I hope you'll come and check this book out. And I also wanted to tell you about something else that you might want to come and hug. Ooh, dinosaurs, right? We have some great new toy. These are soft and squeezy dinosaurs. And as you can see, we have, does anyone know what this dinosaur is called? Do we have any dinosaur fans here? Oh, we know.
It might be a T-Rex.
It could be a T-Rex, but he is soft and squeezy, and we have lots of different dinosaurs in this bag. So we have lots of toys to check out, but this is one of our brand new ones. And so if you would like to check out soft and squeezy dinosaurs, please call or go to our online catalog and put these on hold, because I think they're going to be very popular.
I might have to check those out for my daughter. Those look fun.
Dinosaurs are always fun.
Well, thank you so much, Cindy. I'm excited to look more at the toys. That's fun.
Thank you.
All right, Tracy, what do you say? Is it time for movies?
Well, it is, but before I do movies, Miss Cindy has reminded me that we have a pirate exhibit coming up in October. And also, if you go to Mango Languages on the library's website, you can learn how to talk like a pirate. So you can come in all prepared, speaking the lingo.
Get the pirate lingo down before the exhibit is here. That sounds good.
Right.
We'll all be
Maybe
practicing.
even call up and request Miss Cindy's items in pirate speak.
That won't confuse the staff at
No,
all.
not
right?
at all. Not at all. That would be great.
Perfect.
Okay, movie time. I'm sorry. So the first movie that I'm going to talk about is the much anticipated Where the Crawdads Sing. Who's read the book? Cindy has. All right, this is what I have to say about this, Cindy, everybody. Okay, it's an American mystery, thriller, romantic drama. All the things in this story, based on the 2018 novel by Delia Owens and produced by Reese Witherspoon.
So it's a coming-of-age story about a young girl named Kaya, abandoned by her family and left to grow up fending for herself in the isolated marshlands of the Carolina coast. So romance, drama, mystery, kind of all jockey for position in this story when Kaya becomes a suspect in the murder of a man that she was once involved with. So this movie has all the things. The book and the movie are really kind of a love letter to nature, to resilience, to self-reliance. It's just beautiful. Visually, it's from the marshes to the beaches, even to Kaya's cabin. It's gorgeous to look at. This, as I said, was a much anticipated movie. Lots and lots of people read and loved the book. Fans of the novel seem pretty happy with the movie adaptation of one of their favorite books. So it's a good story. It's told well. It's beautifully shot. Do you agree with me, Cindy?
Yes, yes. It really shows the nature that you read about in the book, which is beautiful.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say that. Just when I told Miss Cindy that I was going to talk about this title, I could see it in her face that she enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed the movie too, so I'm giving it 3 milk duds on my 4 milk dud rating scale.
Wow.
That sounds like one we might have to check out, Margaret. I don't know. We're missing out.
Yeah.
You might have to. It's worth it.
All right.
Okay.
Should we read the book first or watch the movie?
Oh, good question.
Read the book first?
Yes.
Okay. I'll be fighting you, Margaret.
I always like to read the book first.
I think we can get one for each of you for sure, and for
All right.
everybody out there. If you haven't read the book, read the book, watch the movie. Fun to discuss. Did it stick closely to the book? Did it not? That's a really good conversation to have.
And if you've seen it, let us know in the comments what you thought.
See if you agree. Okay, so we're gonna stay in the storied South for this next one, but instead of coastal swamps and marshes, we're gonna go inland to the home of the blues and the birthplace of rock and roll for Elvis.
Of course.
Also highly anticipated, I think, Elvis. And so this is a very intensely visual biopic that chronicles the story of the rise of, you guessed it, Elvis Presley. And it's told, though, from the perspective of his manager, Colonel Tom Parker, who is played by Tom Hanks. Now, I don't read up on a movie at all before I watch it. I like to just let it flow over me, and then I'll look at things afterward. So it came as no surprise when I saw that Baz Luhrmann directed Elvis. You might remember Luhrmann from movies like Moulin Rouge, The Great Gatsby. His style is very present in Elvis. I want to say that Austin Butler, who plays Elvis, is on point, as the kids say. I will say that. He's a super effective Elvis. He, in fact, does a lot of his own singing. And I think that as the movie goes along, they start to kind of blend him into older Elvis as we reach the end of Elvis's life. Just really, really well done on his part, for sure. I'm still trying to decide exactly how I feel about this movie, but I know that, say, Margaret has an opinion on it, and I'm curious. What did you think?
I loved the movie, but I'm a huge Baz Luhrmann fan. I love Moulin Rouge, everything he's done that I've seen, I've enjoyed. So I really think that visual, how you said, what did you say? Intensely visual.
Yeah.
I think that gives it an extra layer that I really enjoy in a story. And as you say, the actor was wonderful. I believe our camera woman today was just telling me that she recalls him in some Nickelodeon shows, I believe. Disney Channel, Hannah Montana, iCarly, I believe he was on, but I don't think I would have recognized him from any of those because I saw him and he really captured Elvis for me. I thought it was a wonderful performance and a great movie.
Yeah. Okay, so as far as milk duds go, I feel like I would like to make this a team effort.
Oh. What did you give it? And I'll argue if I disagree.
I'm gonna go with 2.
Only 2? Oh, I think I would have gone up to 3 myself, but I'll respect your 2 duds.
I'll respect your 3.
Great.
I could be talked into giving it 3 duds.
Yeah.
It really, his performance is great. I think that he outshines Tom Hanks as Elvis.
Wow. That's huge praise.
It's really, yeah.
How often can you say that?
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. So I think it's definitely worth it for that. And again, if you enjoy that visual aspect, it's absolutely there. I at points found it a little bit chaotic, but always interesting. So I could be talked into 3 duds.
And the music was great.
And of course, the music.
Yes. All right. We've got one more.
I've got one more.
One more.
Can I talk about one more? I want to talk
I'm ready.
about one more.
I'm ready.
Can I throw in there, though, that if you're into biopics about classic, iconic musicians, the library collection is loaded with good things. I have a handy-dandy list here of some such things like Bohemian Rhapsody, Rocket Man, Respect, Straight Outta Compton, Selena, The Runaways, Sid and Nancy, Walk the Line, Coal Miner's Daughter. We have a ton of really good stuff. So take a look at the catalog, or of course if you need a hand with that or want some recommendations, give us a call, let us know. Happy to discuss those things with you that we have in our collection. Okay, I apologize. I'll move on. So finally,
I'm ready.
you ready?
I'm ready.
We're going to talk ever so briefly about Jurassic World Dominion.
Probably one of the reasons you had your dinosaurs today,
Is
right,
that
Cindy?
why?
We didn't plan this at all.
You didn't?
No.
Seems planned. It's not planned. So spontaneous.
I enjoy
Okay.
a dinosaur.
So Jurassic World Dominion is the last movie in the Jurassic franchise, and this brings old and new characters together for a final epic human versus dinosaur battle for like top of the food chain. Sounds exciting, right? The original home of Jurassic Park, Isla Nublar, has been destroyed, and the dinosaurs and the story branched out from there. There's dinosaurs, there's action, there's Chris Pratt, who's back, and cameos from some of the original characters from the first movie, including Jeff Goldblum and Laura Dern and Sam Neill, who we love, so welcome back to them. If you've kept pace with the evolution of the Jurassic movies, then you're gonna love it. It's a good popcorn action movie. To me, it's kind of like the Fast and the Furious franchise, but with dinosaurs. You'll love it. Get some popcorn, sit down, enjoy. And of course, you can get all the Jurassic Park movies and all the Fast and the Furious movies here at the library.
So,
Oh,
what did
does?
you think?
Okay. We talked about this earlier. I'm going to go 1 dud because Chris Pratt and another dud because dinosaurs.
I don't know. I don't know if I agree with you on that one.
Okay, tell me why.
Well, I think, one, I don't know, in some of the scenes, did you get almost a little bit of like Star Wars? I had a Star Wars feel to it, the like sandiness. I don't know, some of the stuff, some of the dinosaurs even, it just kind of felt different this time around as opposed to the other ones.
Okay, interesting.
So my husband and I were talking about that. I thought that was kind of cool. And then, I don't know, something about the nostalgia of having the old characters and the new characters really together and not just a cameo. Like they were really together in this movie, more so than I was anticipating they would be. I don't know.
Okay, that's a good point. They get some good
Thank you.
screen time.
Thank you.
All right, point taken.
I was ready for this one.
So check it out, see what you think. Feel free to let us know. You can also leave reviews on our library catalog and let other people know what you thought of it too.
All right, well, thank you all for joining me today, and thank you all online for joining us. If you want to comment about any of these items, do so below. If you want to leave a review online, if you want to place a hold, do that. We really appreciate that everyone is here today, and yeah, hope you have a good one. Thanks.